What up, Internet? Since I've upgraded to an ultra-wide monitor, several people have asked me, Positronic, how do you have OBS set up for Twitch streaming all of those games that you play? I typically stream both 21:9 supported and 16:9 aspect ratio games, and I swap between them very frequently, so I thought I'd put together this quick tutorial video to outline a few of the methods I've utilized that have worked very well for me. It's important to mention before we get into this that your optimal configuration will likely be different depending on the hardware that you're running and the desired results that you're looking for.
What up, Internet?
But hopefully this guide
Since
will
I've
give you a
upgraded to
starting
an
point
ultra-wide
and some info on where to start to tweak your setup, as it can be a lengthy process. Before we jump in, here's a list of the hardware I currently use to stream for reference. Also note that I stream from my gaming PC only and I'm not using a separate streaming rig. My hardware specs are as follows. I have an Intel Core i7-8700K. I have 32 gigs. Scale the resolution to a lower set. Base canvas at the native 3440 by 1440 resolution. I've then downscaled that to 1720 by 720. Using this setting ensured that the output you see on my Twitch channel is not stretched or compressed, and it would be 720p so a very large audience could view it without difficulty on most devices and connection speeds. This works extremely well if you don't want to run a bunch of custom overlays in the frame and you just want to set it and forget it with very minimal quality loss. You have to keep in mind, however, using this downscaled output still gives your viewers the black bars on the top and the bottom of the game view, and if you're streaming a game that does not support a 21:9 resolution, your channel may have even more black space on either side of the game, which, for some, may not be an agreeable viewing experience. I'll put an example in the description of this video showing a highlight on my Twitch channel using this downscaled configuration in a Final Fantasy XIV encounter at the highest in-game settings for reference. Our next option is using a base canvas at a 16:9 HD resolution. I'm a pretty avid MMO player, and most games in that genre will support ultra-wide resolutions, but I also frequently pick up indie games that do not really support that kind of huge wide girth, which in turn and all of these things need to use the NVENC encoder for years with very little issue, even while simultaneously using Shadowplay to record my gameplay. However, recently I've begun using the software X264 encoder as my CPU typically runs at a pretty low utilization while I'm gaming. The main goal when setting up the stream output is to avoid drop frames with the quality output levels that you desire. And let me tell you, chasing that dream can take a lot of tweaking depending on your hardware, as there are a lot of variables involved. So make sure you take your time to troubleshoot and refine those settings.